Oasis Audio presents the complete Edgar Rice Burroughs collection, fully authorized by Edgar Rice Burroughs Incorporated.
Swords Against the Moon Men, The Wild Adventures of Edgar Rice Burroughs, by Christopher Paul Carey. Read for you by John Mclain. Forward. A bit of history might be of interest before listening to Swords Against the Moon Men, the latest installment in the Wild Adventures of Edgar Rice Burroughs series. In April 1919, Edgar Rice Burroughs began writing a manuscript titled Under the Red Flag, finishing it in May of that year. The novel was an indictment of communism, about which Burroughs had grave concerns, as illustrated in a comment at the bottom of the synopsis of The Moon Maid that he wrote to send out to prospective publishers. This story is anti-communist and pro-peace by preparedness. Burroughs was greatly disappointed that he was unable to sell the story, having received 11 rejections from various magazine editors who feared a possible public reaction due to the novel's strong political content. Discouraged, but not defeated, Burroughs rewrote Under the Red Flag in January 1922 with the idea of resubmitting it as a science fiction tale, changing place names and some character names, and rechristening the novel's protagonist, Julian James, to Julian IX. He also rewrote the prologue, which then became the prologue for The Moon Maid, and added a short paragraph explaining the authority of the 24, the governing council of the novel's villains. Burroughs did not submit the newly revised transcript for publication at that time, holding it in abeyance. Continuing to have hopes for the newly retitled The Moon Men, in June 1922, he began writing The Moon Maid, which would become a prequel to Under the Red Flag, creating a communistic race, the Kalkars, at the center of the moon. The Moon Maid told the exciting story of Julian V and his love for Na-Ilah, and the enmity between him and Orthus, the novel's antagonist. The Moon Men, now the story of Julian IX and his rebellion against the Kalkars and Ortis, a descendant of Orthus, as well as his love for Juana St. John, was repositioned to become the second volume in the trilogy. Interestingly, in Under the Red Flag, Burroughs revealed that Juana St. John was the mysterious girl in blue dancing on the table of the Blue Room of the Harding. Burroughs deleted that information when he rewrote the prologue. In April 1925, Burroughs began writing The Red Hawk, his final installment of the trilogy. Set in the 23rd century of an America that has been reduced to a pre-industrial state, the story focused on Julian XX, his struggle to drive the Kalkars into the Pacific Ocean, and his love for Bethelda, who, in a surprise twist, is a descendant of Orthus, the antagonist from The Moon Maid. Swords Against the Moon Men relates the story of Julian VII, the father of Julian VIII, and the grandson and reincarnation of Julian V. Julian VII's exploits under the Kalkars and at the center of the moon in the land of Vanna are as exciting as Burroughs' original trilogy and reveal new interesting information about the lunar world. The novel also tells the story of Julian VII's love for Vurani, Nonavar, Avathane. Due to his completion of Philip Jose Farmer
Sample complete. Ready to continue?